Allergic rhinitis. Inflammation of the nasal cavity mucous membrane by the entry of the allergens. These allergens, they are innocent one, harmless to the body, but mistakenly the immune system of the body overreact against these particles and produces inflammatory process, due to which there is overproduction of the mucus in the nose, nasal cavity, and this excessive mucus production blocks the nasal cavity, nasal passage, which produces obstruction in the nasal factor of the respiration in human. Also, it blocks or plugging the nasolacrimal duct and the eustachian tube. So, the immune system, particularly B cell, T cell, they come into action, produces cytokines, which produces IgE antibody against these particles or the allergens to kill them away, to kick them out. Due to this battle and fight between the attacker and the defenders, there is inflammation of the mucous lining of the nose and the nasal cavity. Though this overactivity of the immune system is not understandable, because it is not a genuine or the desired one, because these allergens, they are not dangerous to the body of the patient. There are two types of allergic rhinitis: seasonal and second is the perennial. Seasonal rhinitis is due to the pollens produced in spring season by the plants, flowers, grasses and weeds. These pollens, they get entry through the airways and the oral cavity, and they are victim of the immune system cells, due to which there is inflammation of the mucous lining of the nasal cavity and passage, producing allergic rhinitis. Second is perennial. It may occur at any time throughout the year. So these are produced by the dust mite, animal danders, perfume, smokes, especially cigarette smoke, and the other fumes. So these factors are the allergens. They are responsible. They are not injurious directly to the human body, but due to the overactivity of the immune system against these particles or allergens, they produce a difficulty, irritation to the patient suffering from allergen entry. The main symptoms are stuffiness, blockage of the nose, congestion of the nose, watery eye, itchy eye. There is post-nasal drip, because the mucosa dribble fall down from the nasal cavity in the posterior wall or the back of the pharynx, and that produces also inflammatory process in the posterior part of the pharynx. There is, due to irritation of the nerve endings present in the nasal cavity, there is non-productive cough, which is a troublesome to the patient. But it is a very important diagnostic feature that this allergic rhinitis is not contagious disease, and it is not producing any fever in the patient, though it is termed as hay fever, especially the seasonal one that is produced due to the pollens. That is termed as hay fever, but there is no fever in this disorder or ailment. Then there is obstruction in the respiratory part of the nasal part of the respiration. There are dark circle beneath the eyes. There is stuffiness in the eustachian tube in the ear system. There is headache due to sinusitis. The sinuses, they are also inflamed. The earache. So these are the main symptoms produced by the allergic rhinitis in the patients. And these symptoms can be cured only by the elimination and avoiding the allergen entry in the body. So the symptomatic treatment is available, but that is only beneficial if you avoid the entry of the allergen inside the respiratory tract through the nose or the oral cavity.